Thanks, Danielle. A rare syndrome goes viral for a local student, but in a good way. To say this North Kingstown native is musically inclined is not a stretch, and like hundreds of thousands around the world, you have to see it to believe it. Walt Buteau has the details in this week's Street Story.
Evan Petrone started playing piano when he could barely reach the keys. His mom tells us that's also when he became a bit of a stretch at family parties.
He used to do these little antic tricks.
Bring my arm right across my chest like that. Just tuck the elbow into your side. Sticking the shoulder blades out of the back. Over your head like that. And touch the bottom of your right ear.
God, you gotta be kidding me.
Short. Just fooling around with my friends, and I knew I was more flexible.
So one day in band class, he aimed those crazy rubbery joints at a keyboard.
You can't see the keys right now.
I cannot, no.
How do you do that?
He practices facing forward with his hands crossed, then cranks those elbows and wrenches his fingers the other way.
The way it goes in my brain, it feels like my hands are playing into each other like that, but they're actually both playing down.
A somewhat gnarled explanation for a contorted ability, but the twist is he can tickle only 2 octaves right now.
Can you play a whole song, Evan? Can you play us an entire song?
I could not.
Do you get tired of this one song?
No, not at all.
Come on!
No, because he plays a whole lot of other ones when he plays straight for me.
It was, though, playing backwards on YouTube last spring that somehow blossomed one day in September.
By the end of the day, I had 100,000 views from Japan alone.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is what makes him so flexible, but he tells us that sounds far worse than it is.
What else can you use this for? Any idea?
Obviously, it makes spreading suntan lotion on my back that much easier.
Did you think this is how he'd use it?
Never. Never thought he would. In fact, we fought many years about practicing piano, but he does practice backwards.
He's been contacted by international and national television shows, but he says his focus remains on school, and he says learning at least one more song.
For The Road Show, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.